Hello, SER 402. This is Justin B, and this is my midterm oral report. So the problem that I faced this semester was involving Bluetooth. So I am not very well versed in implementing Bluetooth on a firmware side or on a software side. So for our project, we have an ESP32 development board which has Bluetooth capabilities built into it, and we wrote a web application that has a code editor in it for the user to write MicroPython code, and then we want to use an experimental Chrome feature called Web Bluetooth to send the code to the device. So my first main problem was understanding how to advertise Bluetooth on the firmware side for the ESP32, and my second main problem was understanding how to use the Web Bluetooth functions correctly so that I would be able to send the code that the user writes directly to the ESP32. So to address this problem, I researched on the official Bluetooth Special Interest Group website to learn how Bluetooth is advertised and how the GAT characteristics for read and writes are broadcast so that a device can connect to it. I also read a book called Intro to Bluetooth Low Energy, and it discussed in detail how the GAT functions work, how to advertise, the UUIDs and stuff that I would need to put into place for the functionality to work. On the Web Bluetooth side, I researched Google's developer page. They had quite a lot of documentation about Web Bluetooth, and they had like little code snippets that showed how different functions work and how to implement it. So after doing this research, I was able to get the ESP32 device to advertise a special name based on our project. I called it Micro Trinket, so that the web application can then scan for devices with only that name. And I set up the GAT characteristics for TX and RX with special assigned UUIDs that I could then code into our web application so that the web application would only look for those services. On the web application side, I was able to implement the Web Bluetooth, so it then, like I said, only scanned for devices broadcasting Micro Trinket and only looked for the characteristics that I had assigned with special UUIDs on the firmware side. So doing this, I was able to successfully take the code from the code editor and send it a packet at a time to the device, and the device was then able to parse those incoming packets and save it on a file in its flash memory, and upon a reboot or reset, it would then run the code that the user wrote in the editor. So next time when I face a problem like this, I think I will definitely look into the official documentation again, and to get a better understanding, I will see if there are any recommended literature books that I could look into to further expand my knowledge and just to help me understand a little bit better in more detail what problem I am trying to solve. Another thing I will try to do next time is I will make a detailed design plan of what I'm trying to do. When I first started looking into this, I didn't fully understand the scope of the problem that I was trying to solve, which ended up taking me more time, because then I would read something and then I would discover something new that I needed to implement. So by making a good detailed plan and reading documentation, white papers, or extra literature will help me in solving any problems like this that come up in the future for me. I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.